if we don't get Joe Biden in the campaign, now what are you and I going to be missing out on? I mean, this guy is a gaffe machine. If Joe does not get into, now this is really simple, folks. This is the Democrats are going to get down and dirty. Some of these people think it's their chance to beat Donald Trump. It's that simple. Do you realize all the history here? One, you get to go, your name recognition, okay? Now this is not a joke to these Democrat candidates. Let me lay this out. Let me get serious for a minute. This is almost like, supporting role. I swear to God, winning awards in the supporting role of presidential debates. You realize who the Democrat candidate ends up being, the nominee, okay? They will get to run against Donald J. Trump. Watch the history books. They will get more national recognition. Their future is set, even if they lose, okay? We remember Michael Dukakis. Some of us do. Some of you don't. You're never going to forget. I promise you'll probably never forget in your lifetime, even children, who ran against Donald J. Trump in this election, all right? John Kerry ran against George W. Bush. Al Gore, all right? You can remember, this will also take whoever, with the exception of the two old guys, because they're going to be dead soon anyway, okay? This will probably take a younger candidate like a Pete Buttigieg, even if he would lose, okay? Even if he would lose. Democrats are going to come away with 46% no matter what. I mean, the nation is that split, that 45%, I mean, that would be a landslide, a massive landslide. But Democrats are going to come away with about, they may come away with the exception of the Electoral College, they may come away with 50.1% of the vote. But whoever runs on the Democrat ticket against Donald J. Trump is going to launch their career into greatness. So that's first and foremost. That's immediate. Okay? Then, and they're a definite for the possibility of when the Democrat would maybe take over the White House, which I don't think is in 2020. We'll get there. Second, this is the candidate that could beat, not George W. Bush, not Barack Obama, not Hillary Clinton, beat Donald J. Trump. So this is for a big, big prize in life, okay? So it's going to get nasty, very, very nasty in this campaign, all right? Very nasty. So that being said, they are using what we have known, okay, for years on top of years. They're not using the Ukrainian corruption. They're not using all the other corruption. They're using Joe patting somebody on the shoulder, okay, because they want to get him out of the race. And the women that are coming out, another thing in mind, the women that are coming out to go against Joe Biden, none of them are Republicans. You understand? None of the women are Republicans. They're all Democrats, all right? And I'm going to tell you this, not to be inappropriate, it's not okay. Let me be clear. It's not okay to be inappropriate, all right? Republican women do not act that way. Now, Joe's creepy, all the above. But if you go to a Republican event and you see, I'm not going to mention somebody's name, but I feel like doing it in the fact that I know this person. And if you go to a Republican event and you pat somebody on the shoulder or give them a nice little hug, not too long, as this lady says, we don't freak out. Nobody freaks out. We move on, all right? And we enjoy the event, whatever it may be. These are Democrat women that, first of all, don't want touch to begin with, right? Oh, hell, I don't know. Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. Democrat women, no Republican women, and they all have a candidate they're supporting already. Flores already says it's time for a woman. I think the lady up there in Massachusetts, wherever she's at, we played yesterday, that said she thought Joe Biden was going to make out with her, all right? Did the Eskimo kiss. It's time for a woman to be president. So, first of all, white male in this field, get ready, because you're going to fall on your own damn sword. Now, we're going to miss out if Joe doesn't get in. He's a gaffe master. Let's play this one video. This is one of my favorites on a campaign rally with Joe Biden in the past. Let's play this.
And I also am told that Chuck Graham, state senator, is here. Chuck, stand up, Chuck. Let him see you. Oh, God love you. What am I talking about? I tell you what, you're making everybody else stand up, though, pal. Thank you very, very much. I tell you what, stand up for Chuck. Thank you, pal.
Stand up for Chuck. Stand up, Chuck. Let him see you. The only problem was Chuck's in a wheelchair. State Senator, Chuck's in a wheelchair. Stand up, Chuck. Let him see you. I'm sorry. Oh, everybody stand up for Chuck. We will miss those if Biden does not get on the trail. It is actually, it's fun to watch. I'll say that. But Biden has now. This, I don't want to go without this, and we want to get on to the President of the United States because that's the most important thing we want to do. All right, we're opening up right after our first break. We're going to talk about the re-election plan for Republicans that the President of the United States laid out yesterday. That is amazing. It's brilliant. We're going to talk about that. But first of all, let's not forget the guy raising all the money. And where is he at? The guy raising all the money, I had this yesterday here. I just had it a minute ago, Josh. Right there, number 5. Bernie Sanders raised $18 million in 6 weeks. His 2020 campaign says $18 million in 6 weeks. Now, it's important because this guy's dangerous. We can't take this for a joke, and the president's going to address this. This guy is a socialist. There's a reason he's the front runner. Okay? Because last election in 2016, so many things that he said on the campaign trail there with Hillary Clinton, now they are the issues that Democrats are running on. They're evil socialists, and he is open about it. He is openly a socialist. He's not even a Democrat. He runs on the ticket, but he's a socialist. And the president addresses that. This guy's scary, folks. Now, do I think he can run head-to-head with Donald Trump? No, I do not think he can. But what this guy stands for is scary, very scary. Because let me tell you what's going to happen. If he's not the nominee, remember Hillary, okay, let me say it like this, okay? Stay with me on this. Hillary screwed this guy. Screwed this guy over big time. All right, they had the super delegates. He got screwed. They cheated every which way they could. He got screwed. Donna Brazile at CNN fed Hillary all the questions for debates. He got screwed. This guy got screwed every way you could possibly screw somebody from his own party, the Democrat Party. But what did he do? He took into that convention. He has taken into the last 2 years his socialist ideals, his socialist policies and issues that he campaigned on. Guess what? If he's not the nominee, it will not be Hillary Clinton. That means whoever it may be can't screw this guy this time. You see, Hillary said to Bernie supporters, please come over. We know we screwed your guy. Because those people feeling the burn, they're upset. Maybe Seth Rich, he's dead, okay? He was a Bernie Sanders supporter, worked for the DNC. He's dead now, okay? But those people got screwed. But Hillary said, come on over. We're Democrats, come on over. The next candidate can't screw Bernie. So this guy's scary as hell because no matter if he does win the nomination, if he does not, the person that wins the nomination has to take what he's preaching so they can have his supporters and his backing, and he won't get screwed again. I'm just saying, this is a scary guy. All right, let's talk about one thing, and we're going to take a break because I want to come back and I want to focus on 2020. This is actually amusing right here. This is so amusing. Okay, number 10. This is the White House whistleblower, and darn, I did not get her name. I forget her name. I had it written down, but anyhow, this is the White House whistleblower for security clearance. All right, Elijah Cumming. They're worried that we're going to give the nuclear codes. All right, remember the brain dead Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez yesterday worried that we're going to give nuclear codes out by the lack of security clearance to the Russians on Instagram, is what she said, something to that nature yesterday. So we have to find out why Jared Kushner and Ivanka, they don't have their security clearance. Now, this, as Elijah Cummings says, this young lady is, her stature is a little short. Here is what she said. This was funny as all get it. All right. She says in this interview on NBC, she said she felt humiliated after the retaliation from bosses. Here's what they would do. They would put the security clearance files up real high where she couldn't reach them. Really? I can't get the crock pot without a ladder, lady. Get a damn step stool. I mean, what the hell? Yes, they humiliated me. Took advantage. She said they took advantage of her physical disabilities. And they would put the security files in a upper area that she was not able to reach to keep them away from her. Well, get the step stool. You've never ridden one of those ladders at the library down the thing? Woo! There you go. What the hell? Anyhow, Democrats are absolutely a joke. They are absolutely a joke. Yes, I do know there was a security clearance at Mar-a-Lago. I just don't think it's something we need to report. I will talk about it later in the show. All right, and let me show you something. Remember this from yesterday, and then Josh, we're going to take our break and we're going to get our video ready. Give me number 2. All right, remember this from yesterday. Take a close look, right? On this show, yesterday. Josh, take us to break. When we come back, the 2020 Take Back the House game plan, win the White House, from President Donald J. Trump, I tell you, it is sweet. Take us a break, Josh.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
We're all about truck discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save up to $14,000 off new Silverados or up to $8,000 off new Chevy Colorados. The new truck inventory is huge, but the discounts are even bigger, with thousands in savings guaranteed. So when you think trucks, think Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountains #1 volume Chevy dealer, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Don't miss out on the March Madness sale at North Georgia Ford. That's right, up to $20,000 off on select F-150, $7,250 off on all the new Ford Focus. New 18 models are clearly red tag marked and drastically reduced. Again, price to sell again at North Georgia Ford. It's the place to be, so get on up there as part of the March Madness sale through the end of March. 0% interest or rebates available on most new inventory at North Georgia Ford.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
8 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. And it is 8:31 in the morning, Wednesday morning. Show them how they can get in touch with the show. Here's our phone number, our email address, and that's all the social media ways you can follow us. Now, yesterday at the NRCC, the National Republican Campaign Committee, let me tell you what the NRCC is. They're in charge of, that's the group that's in charge of getting Republicans reelected to the House of Representatives and getting them elected in the numbers, reelected in the numbers, and new ones to take back the House. So the President of the United States, which has made, and let me just frame this up, a lot of Republicans very nervous in the last couple weeks saying some of the things he has been saying, one being health care. Now, there's, not to go down this road, but there was a lawsuit in Texas that the time limit to answer by the federal government was running out or whatever, some details there. And the president, instead of the Department of Justice letting that time limit lapse, they went ahead and answered it or filed whatever they had to do, and it is to completely make Obamacare illegal. Everybody's stressed out over it. The national media made a big deal out of it. Okay, some Republicans, Kevin McCarthy included, all of them, several of them got really nervous. Oh my God, he's talking about making Obamacare illegal. We got clobbered in the last election. And what did I say? President Donald Trump is brilliant. He is going to take the issue away from them. I said that. I said that yesterday on this show. Okay, number two. Here's exactly what was said on this show, and Josh, correct me when I am wrong here. I said yesterday on this show that this is the graph that they were putting up yesterday morning on MSNBC. Because they have been, Chuck Schumer said, oh, Mr. President, this is Chucky the Clown. Remember Chucky the Clown from New York, the senator from New York, said, oh, Mr. President, bring up repeal Obamacare again. Make our day, okay? Trump knows what he's doing. So I put this graph up yesterday, and it said most important issues facing the country in 2018 exit polling. Healthcare, 41. I said the President of the United States said, you know what, when he brought, we have immigration, it belongs to us. We have the economy, it belongs to us. We have gun policy, it belongs to us. 3 out of 4 the Republicans have. Donald Trump is not in fear. He knows how to take the health care issue away from the Democrats. I told you that right here on this show yesterday morning. Just say it so I can hear it, Josh. Was that what happened on this show yesterday morning?
Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
Exactly. Exactly. Totally exonerated. Exactly. So anyhow, that being said, the President of the United States is running in 2020, Donald J. Trump, obviously, for president, and he's going to ride that horse out in front. He is going to take on the battle. He is going to give the rallies. He is going to have the message. If Republicans follow the message, he will win back the House. If they follow the message. You got to remember, that's the if. A lot of gutless Republicans in that room. A lot of gutless Republicans walked out of that room and said, really? Really? But I'm telling you what. Number one, before we get into the video, yesterday's speech, okay? And it was clearly laid out. This is what we're going to do. You ready? Because as soon as we break this huddle, we're going to run this game plan and we're going to win. Okay? Every single person that plans to help re-elect Donald Trump President of the United States, this is required reading. You know, when you walk in and you start the class and you get on the chalkboard, number one, required reading, this is a required video. You have to watch this video if you plan to help your local congressman win or congresswoman or whoever they may be. If you plan to flip a House district, if you plan to help Donald Trump any way you can get elected, if you are the chairman or the chairwoman of a local county Republican Party, if you are the chair or chairwoman of the state Republican Party, if you are running for first, second, third vice president of your local state Republican Party this year, it does not matter who you are. You must watch this video. The President of the United States has laid out 2020. This is the marching orders, and it is brilliant. Now, first of all, on health care. Let's go to our first clip. I've made, this speech is over an hour long. I've made about 9 clips this morning that I want to use. Let's go to the first one.
Together and talk, because we have to win. We have to take back the House. We have to. There's no reason to have lost it. And what really lost it and really helped us lose it was health care, because we didn't have an alternative. We just said, well, let's not talk. Somebody came out the other day, they asked a Republican 2 weeks ago, health care, and he turned off the mic. Well, I'm going home now. You can't do that. You got to confront it. We'll be the party of health care. Republicans should not run away from health care. You can't do it. You're going to get clobbered. And I have an idea, and I think it's great. I spoke with Kevin about it. I spoke with a lot of your really top people, smart people, and they love it. I spoke with the Senate about it. I spoke to Mitch about it. Mitch didn't like it, but then he found out when we're taking the vote, right after the election. He said, oh, I like that idea. And I understood why he didn't like it at the beginning, because it's been a tough subject. It's been a subject, stay away. If we stay away from that subject, we're going to lose. We're going to lose. We can't stay away. It's too important. It's too important. Because the Democrats, you know what? We have the border. We have, if you look at it, we have the immigration, but we have a lot. We have the crime. We have the police. We have the military. We have so much. They have health care right now. We have to take that away from them. We take that away. We take that away. We will not even come close. So here's the concept. We have to protect and cannot run away from it. Run away.
Okay, well, I want to come back right there. I don't know all my numbers. What did he say? What did he say? We have what? We have immigration. We have economy. We have crime, gun policy. We got to take away health care. Exactly what I said yesterday on this show. Exactly. The man knows what he's talking about. Remember, okay, the Mueller report comes out, and everybody likes to make fun of my president, and I know he's yours too. They like to make fun of him, okay? And as my late good friend Frank would always say, they're playing checkers and Trump's playing chess. Okay? He knew what he was doing leading up to the NRCC meeting yesterday. He knew what he was doing. They all made fun of him on CNN, MSN. Oh, the Sunday shows. Well, this president had so much good news. Why do you have to go and ruin it and pivot to health care? I tell you, there's something wrong. Joe and Minka and all the wackos, Chris Matthews and all the wackos on CNN and MSNBC and ABC, you name them. Well, he had a great week. Mueller comes out, gives him great news, and, he has to step all over it and say health care. He knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew that, guess what? 10% of America was paying attention to Mueller, but 85% will pay attention to the words health care. So he knew when he had their attention, and the timing was perfect. Why, Michael Avenatti's been put in jail, and he's had all this good news from Mueller, and there's no collusion, and he's just like the Donald Trump. They question his intelligence, and they call him all kinds of names. They do if you watch the other shows. They call him, he's dumb and everything. I mean, they really go down the gutter with our President of the United States. But he goes to health care and steps all over his good news. Only Donald Trump could step all over his good news. Brilliant. I told you. You heard it right there yesterday, the game plan. He's going to take health care away. You wait till you hear those rallies. Now, can you go back right where we had it there, Josh? All right.
We take that away, we will not even come close. So here's the concept. We have to protect and cannot run away from a thing called pre-existing conditions. We can't do it. You're going to get clobbered. A friend of mine is running in a certain state. I'm not going to embarrass him. He's got a 20-point lead. He's running for governor. 20-point lead, it's over. About a month later, I say, hey, the election hadn't taken place. I said, how is it going out there? How's he doing? Sir, he's 20 points down. Wait a minute. He was 20 points up. What are you talking about? No, sir. Right now, he's 20 points down. He's getting killed. I said, why? Because he wanted to terminate pre-existing conditions. Well, that was a poll. This is a guy, he ended up getting clobbered. He had an easy race. He was already buying the carpet for the mansion. Not our mansion, a different mansion. And guess that didn't work out too well. And I'll never forget 5 governors sitting in front of me. I was making a speech, very conservative governors. And I said, because I hadn't really taken a position, but I think we have to go with the pre-existing. And I'm making a speech, and we will support, and the Republicans cherish pre-existing conditions. And these 5 Southern guys down there, they're looking at it, what the hell was that all about? And I told them, I said, we have to support it. We should support it. We're doing the right thing. And if you don't support it, you have no chance of winning. I mean, I just want to be blunt. You have no chance of winning. The Democrat plan will be devastating to the people with pre-existing conditions.
Okay, this is an hour-and-a-half speech. It's amazing. We can't do it all. The bottom line is, the American people have spoken, and pre-existing conditions is important to them. It's very important. End of story. Okay? I mean, we could go on, but President Trump, we can't run away from it. We absolutely cannot. If we're going to win an election, the American people have firmly decided that pre-existing conditions is definitely got to be a part of the health care in this country. We can't run away from it, and if you do, you have no chance. If you run away from if you do not stand up for pre-existing conditions, you have no chance. Very clear. I mean, this guy has taken a bold stand, and he is going to take health care away from the Democrats. They're delusional. They're talking about touching some lady on a shoulder right now, smoking marijuana with Snoop Dogg. Their plans are way out there, okay? Banning cow farts, no joke. I mean, seriously, they are so whacked out. This guy, you know, what do they call it? He's lucid. Is that what's? I don't know. Remember, there was all this talk about he could not his cognitive functions and and dementia, early stage. Remember when they were doing all those studies on our president? You listen to this guy right here. He's got it down pat, man. They're the ones that's delusional. The Democrats are crazy as hell. Now, we're going to not jump around, but we're going to go to another subject. Go to the 5220 mark. Let's start this one here. So what we're talking about is the NRCC yesterday and the 2020 game plan, campaign game plan to take back the House of Representatives. President Donald Trump laid it out. You ready? Let's go.
That's all I have to say. Goodbye, everybody. We won the debate, right? We won the debate. It should be easy. It'll be interesting to see. But don't underestimate the power of socialism to get a vote. It's what happens over a 10-year period when the country is destroyed. But they don't care about that. When they say we're going to give you free education, we're going to give you free health care, we're going to not have you pay your loans for college, we're going to give you free everything. Everything is free. It's very seductive to people. It's not going to be so easy like you think. Now, in 10 years, it's going to be easy when the country goes to hell, because that's what happens. The country goes to hell. Happened many times. Look at Venezuela. I mean, this was the richest country in that whole outside of us, it was one of the richest countries in the world. And now they have no food, they have no electric, they have nothing. It's sad. And that's socialism. But when you're standing up on a stage and a guy said, we're going to wipe out all costs for education, we're going to wipe out all health care, we're going to give you single payer. They don't say that you're going to wipe out 180 private plans that people love. But it's not as easy as people think. People think it's easy. It is easy in 10 years. It's not easy now. Because a lot of folks are going to say, hey, wait a minute, man, if I vote for Trump, I agree the economy's good, but this guy's giving me everything. Not that easy. So we have to work. We can never take it for granted. We have to explain how bad it really is. We have to do that. But this is a time of extraordinary opportunity for our nation. Extraordinary. That's why all
right, now that is the point right there that when I was watching this speech yesterday and why I told you this right here. Give me number 5. Folks, I don't know about you, but I say this in a way, this guy is scary as hell. All right? Bernie Sanders, 18 million, 6 weeks. This guy is scary as hell. He is a self-proclaimed socialist. And he's got that crazy-ass girl, AOC, with her. I mean, this is crazy as hell, this guy is. But he is openly wanting you to get everything for free. And what did I tell you earlier this morning? Is Hillary Clinton screwed this guy's every way but Sunday, or whatever they say, right? Every possible way this guy could get screwed in the last election. But what stuck? What stuck from this guy? All of his socialist free giveaway programs that the masses are cheering about. Okay? So if he is not the nominee, whoever becomes the Democrat nominee will have to take Bernie Sanders' people and everything he believes with them. That would be Pete Buttigieg. That would be the Messiah that they're trying to call the new Christ. No joke. Francis O'Rourke. Absolutely. They're trying to, put a halo over him. But this guy scares the hell out of me. Now, what did the President of the United States just say? Don't underestimate the power of socialism to get a vote. Don't underestimate it, folks. Free health care, free, free health care, free. They do advertising. What is the cost of filing your taxes? Free, free, free. I mean, people love hearing that. This generation loves hearing that. Don't underestimate the power of socialism to get a vote. It's not so easy out there on the campaign trail to try to campaign on the right things and beat people that are giving away things for free. In 10 years it'll be easy. Because why? I've said this so many times on the show. And the show is about 2020 getting reelected, not about whether I'm right or wrong. But the fact is I'm right. I keep telling you every day on this show. Oh, I say to people all the time, right now, people don't see it. You can preach to the high heavens that we're going to collapse financially. You can preach to the high heavens that, this party is over. And I don't mean Democrat and Republican. I'm talking the American, this thing is over. We're coming to a close on this thing. We're getting ready to collapse in so many different ways in states. I mean, we don't have time. But what? It's going to take years. And that's what I told somebody the other day. They said, well, look at Venezuela. I said, yes, look at Venezuela. But it took years for Venezuela. So what's it going to take for the United States? 10 years? So it's like Trump says, in 10 years, if you're out there campaigning, you will be in the catbird seat when this country collapses. You got a couple options here. A foreign government takes over under the guise we remain America. Now, I don't want to get off the beaten track, but my thought is if we don't turn, I mean, Trump is trying to turn an aircraft carrier out in the ocean all the way around, and you don't do that in a day, okay? So here's the thing, okay? You do not do what Trump needs to do as the President of the United States in America in a day, 2 years, or one term. But Trump's on that turn. He has made some amazing turns in this country to save this country, whether you believe we're almost gone. All right? Some believe we're already gone. But he has to have the House of Representatives, the Senate, his House of Representatives. You got to understand something. I can't get off the beaten track, but you got to understand it was not his House of Representatives. If he wins it back, it'll be his House of Representatives. You will see a difference. You will not, I do not feel Kevin McCarthy is the man for the job. Let's put it like that. But you will see the difference if we can get the House back with President Donald Trump and Paul Ryan gone and actually all the other ones that retired gone out of there. If we can get some Trump Republicans elected, oh my God, in the House and win back the House. Anyhow, moving right along. If we don't turn this country, it may one or three things. It's either going to be America under the control under the control of a communist country or a foreign country. 2, they're just going to come in and plant their flag. Or 3, 10 years from now, if you're the candidate telling people socialism doesn't work, you'll win in a landslide. Look at the guy down. Look at the guy down there in Venezuela. The guy that's the president. That's not the president. I can't get into that. The people down there are ready to get rid of socialism. That's what Trump said. In 10 years, it'll be easy. But here's the thing on this: you got to work. Remember. Sorry about that. I left my phone volume on. I usually remember. You got to work, Trump said. Right? That was the takeaway in that right there. We have to work. And I'm going to tell you something. You can't outwork this guy. So those men and women in the room, we have to work. You have to work. He didn't say I have to work because he can't do it alone. We have to work. We got to get behind this president. Watch this entire thing. Take notes. This is what we got to do, all right? Now, that being said, let's go. Socialism. Do not underestimate the power of socialism to get a vote. Now, let's go to the next one, Josh.
War on American energy. The United States is now the #1 producer of oil and natural gas anywhere in the world, and that all happened over the last 2 years. Big difference. Hillary wanted to put up wind. If you have a windmill anywhere near your house, congratulations. Your house just went down 75% in value. And they say the noise causes cancer. You told me that one, okay? You know, the thing makes it so... And of course, it's like a graveyard for birds. If you love birds, you'd never want to walk under a windmill because it's a very sad, sad sight. It's like a cemetery. We put a little statue for the poor birds. It's true. You know, in California, if you shoot a bald eagle, they put you in jail for 5 years. And yet the windmills wipe them all out. It's true. They wipe them out. It's terrible. And I told the other day at CPAC, great people at CPAC, we had an incredible thing. I had nothing to do. It was early on a Saturday morning. I had just gotten back from dealing with Kim Jong-un. We had a walk. He wasn't ready for a deal. That's okay, because we get along great. He wasn't ready. I told him, you're not ready for a deal. That's the first time anybody has ever told him that and left. Never happened to him before. Nobody's ever left. But I said, you're not ready for a deal, but we'll make a deal. We have a good relationship. We have a good relationship. But I told a story about at CPAC, the woman, she wants to watch television. And she says to her husband, is the wind blowing? I'd love to watch a show tonight, darling. The wind hasn't blown for 3 days. I can't watch television, darling. Darling, please tell the wind to blow. No, wind's not so good. And you know, you have no idea how expensive it is to make those things. They're all made in China and Germany, by the way, just in case. We don't make them here, essentially. We don't make them here. And by the way, the carbon and all of the things flying up in the air, you know the carbon footprint? President Obama used to talk about the carbon footprint, and then he'd hop on Air Force One, a big 747 with very old engines, and he'd fly to Hawaii to play around the Gulf. You tell me, the carbon footprint. But
all right, folks, we're gonna take a break there. Number one producer of oil and natural gas. #1 producer of oil and natural gas. Talking about wind and a graveyard for birds. A graveyard for birds, wind energy. I'm not against looking at all possible ways to harness energy for our lives. I'm not. But oil and natural gas were the #1 producers. Now take that. I'm telling you right now, the guy wrote a blueprint that is perfect. Now, we're not done with this segment because when we come back, we got several other sections in this. And then how can we end? I don't think I've ever really played one, but I got to find this and play Ocasio-Cortez. This is brain dead to the 10th power. Is that possible? I don't know. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be right back with more of the blueprint to win 2020 and take back the House of Representatives for the Republicans. If they will work, if we will work, and follow the plan. Take us a break, Josh.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
We're all about truck discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save up to $14,000 off new Silverados or up to $8,000 off new Chevy Colorados. The new truck inventory is huge, but the discounts are even bigger, with thousands in savings guaranteed. So when you think trucks, think Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountain's #1 volume Chevy dealer, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Don't miss out on the March Madness sale at North Georgia Ford. That's right, up to $20,000 off on select F-150, $7,250 off on all the new Ford Focus. New 18 models are clearly red tag marked and drastically reduced, again, price to sell, again, at North Georgia Ford. It's the place to be, so get on up there as part of the March Madness sale through the end of March. 0% interest or rebates available on most new inventory at North Georgia Ford.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
8 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Here are the ways you can contact our show. Also, contact our show, email me, and the social media ways to follow the show. Now, yes, Jerry Nadler and subpoenas. Yes, I get it, okay? Yes, Elijah Cummings and subpoenas. Yes, I get it, okay? It's all out there. Yes, security clearances. They're all going nuts. I get it. I get it. I am more interested today in the game plan that the President of the United States of America has laid back to win the House of Representatives. Now, he is the head of the Republican Party, and he put a plan in place, and we got to follow it. Now, this next one, I think the next one, you got it queued up. I picked about 8 or 9 spots out of the speech. I'm nowhere near the content that we need. You need to watch the entire speech. Let's go to our next slot from the speech from the NRCC, National Republican Campaign Committee spring event yesterday. Go ahead there, Josh.
And Congress passed, and I'm very proud of this. Where's Greg? Greg Wald. Greg, where are you? We worked hard on this. Greg! Greg! Right? You know what I'm going to say, Greg, because this is a great thing, and I hope nobody in this room has to do it, but, you know, right to choose, right? Right? We have a right. And we did something else with Greg and with everybody. We passed choice for our military. Choice. So we have in one case, choice. We have another, right to try. And I don't know if the people know what even right to try. I kept saying to myself, as I was a civilian, you don't want to use it. You don't want to use it. But I've had friends over the years, they're very ill, terminally ill. And if they have money, they travel all over the world looking for a cure. If they don't have money, they go home, and there's nothing they can do. And right to try, which Greg and everybody was so incredible with, and we got it done, right? That wasn't easy. You'd think it was easy. But, you know, the country had a problem because they didn't want to be sued if it doesn't work. The insurance companies had a problem. The drug companies had a problem because they didn't want it on their record. So we said, well, I'll tell you what, we won't put these people that are so terminally ill, so sick, we won't put them on the record. They said, we like that. We have a separate category. We like that. And then the insurance companies had a tremendous problem, but the country did too. So I said, here's what we do. They have to sign a document that exculpates, that gets rid of all liability to our country because, you know, they don't make it and then they sue our country. And I could never understand why they didn't get this passed, because the law was we don't want to hurt people. So we don't want to give them a cure. We don't want to hurt people. And I'll tell you what, and for all of the people in this room and every one of you who's here, you can feel proud because we have had such success. We have saved lives already, and this is only 7 months ago that we signed it. We've saved lives already with people going, and what it does is it really does. I mean, it's the ultimate test for a drug or for a possible cure. What's better than this? It's been a tremendous success, so we got it done. It's something nobody talks about, but it's something that a lot of people respect. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. So thank you, Greg. Thank you, Greg.
I get passionate about this one for multiple reasons, okay? In America, we always ask why we're not curing something or why we have not found the cure to this and the cure to that, okay? Right to try. Now, what did the President of the United States say? If you have a terminal disease, a terminal illness, and they cannot find a cure, or they do not have medication, or they do not have a treatment, if you have money, this is what gets me when these people talk about the way they talk about my President of the United States. If you have money, you fly all over the world looking for these cures, or looking for a cure, or looking for a treatment for your terminal illness. But if you have no money, okay, nothing they could do. Now you're wondering if the President of the United States has the ability to take health care away from the Democrats? How many years did Obamacare, let me ask you this, damn it, did Obamacare ever have a clause in it saying right to try? You have a right to choose. You couldn't choose. If you like your doctor, you keep your doctor. There is now the ability for veterans to choose their doctor, choose their health care, okay? No money, nothing they could do. Did Obamacare have any of these sentences in the 1,800 pages? No. But right to try. No liability, it saves lives, and it's a test. So if you have an illness, and if a doctor says to you, if a clinic says to you, this is a test medication, this is a test treatment, this is something we're testing, you're welcome to try it. You have the right, you, not the government, not anybody else, you have the right to say, I want to try this treatment. And it's working. It's working across America. Right to try is an amazing thing that the President of the United States has done in this country. Gets no recognition. They will spend more time on TV today telling you that the President of the United States accidentally said his father was born in Germany, but he wasn't, or something like that. But this right here that's real, President, if you'll stay focused, you could take away health care from the Democrats. Because truly, things like right to choose for the veterans, medical choice for the veterans, you can now fire people that are not doing their job at the VA, right to try a treatment. Before that was only reserved for the rich and famous, okay? But now, if you had no money, there was nothing you could do. Now you could do that. You could try a test treatment if you're terminally ill. I'm telling you, this goes on and on. These are things, I love this right here. Nobody talks about it. We've talked about it here. We're talking about it today. Let's go to the next spot, Josh, if you have that ready.
But they're ashamed to say that I'm voting for the president. I don't care. They're ashamed. And I said, am I supposed to like that? I do. We'll take it any way we can get it, right, fellas? Any way we can. Actually, in the one poll, we have some great pollsters, unless they work for CNN. That's fake news. You know, polls can be fake news too. But we have one poll where the pollster said, anybody that says, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to tell you, I don't want to even discuss it. And they also added another 2 words when they call up and they say these 2 horrible words. Anybody in that category, it's 100% vote for Trump. And what they've done is they don't count that. But now this one counts that. It's 100%. We're going to have a great election. The question is, do I go with Make America Great Again, or do I go with Keep America Great? Because we made it great in theory. So you ready? Let's go. Let me hear it. And it is hard. You know, I was seeing the other day, they were saying it's probably the greatest theme in the history. The greatest theme in the history.
Okay, the one reason I wanted to bring that up, what did I say just yesterday? What have I always said on this program, and what did I say yesterday? Be prepared for the polling data that's going to be so incorrect during the primary. Now, when we get down to Election Day, they're going to try to get Nate Silverman in there, and they're going to try to get some pollsters in there, you know, a month before election to drill down and give you all the reasons why this is happening and that's happening. But right now, you need to understand, during the primary, and Republicans need to know, that's why he's talking about polls. You got to pay attention to why he's talking about polls to the room. You got to understand the room out there. These are there's several limp-wristed Republicans in that room. There's several wusses in that room. There's several people that cannot go out of there and have the strength. They're cowards. They're weak. Okay? This is all a room of Republicans I'm talking about, but there's several that are going to go back home and say, but my pollster says if I don't say this exactly this way. Karen Handel, please listen to this speech. Could somebody get this? If you are running, Karen, and you think you're going to win the 6th district again, the President of the United States laid out your plan. Don't go rogue there. Which I don't know if she can or not, but that's the Georgia 6th that Karen Handel, former congressman of the 6th district, lost after about a little over a year in a special election. Anyhow, he's talking to a room of Republicans. You're going to be behind in the polls. The Republicans are going to take a beating in the polls. Right now, every poll that comes out, the Democrat beats Trump 11 points, 9 points. Bernie Sanders is winning by 3. Oh my God. There's no way the President of the United States is going to be ahead in the polls. I've told you that. What have I always said on here? And this is what he said. You got to get the guts. If you get the guts and we go after it, we can win. What did he say? Right? What have I always said? Every time they say, oh, the president can't crack that 39%, that 43, approval rating 43, can't crack it, he can't crack it. I've always said there is a big percent, okay? The pollster knows when they pick up the phone, if they start saying Donald Trump, they hang up or say, I don't want to, that is a Trump voter. They do not report the percentage that won't talk to them. If a poll came out and said, they'll come out and they'll say the American people, this is how the American people feel, garbage. They do not. The pollsters will come out and they'll say 43% approval, or on this issue, 28% this, 42% this, 19% this. They never say the percentage that hung up the phone or said they didn't want to talk. So poll said, hey, one poll, anybody that says I don't want to talk to you, they put a check in the Trump mark. Because I'm going to tell you something, don't get out there campaigning for the House of Representatives or the President of the United States and get nervous over these polls. Push forward. Let's go to our next one.
Often do you get that? And we are going to finally secure our nation's borders. It's happening right now. And I said to Mexico last week, you know, they have the strongest immigration laws in the world. They don't have judges. Somebody gets on their land, they say, get out of here. Now, somebody touches our land, we bring them into court. You need Perry Mason to represent them. They're here for years. They never come back for the trial. They say, let's bring them into court. Well, bring them in. Well, you just stepped on our property. Bring them in. Be gentle. Bring them into court. And it's called catch and release. It may be the dumbest program in the history of the world. You catch them and you release them. Oh, they're wonderful. We've done a great job. And then you're going to come back, sir, in 4 years from now, January 14th. You're going to come back and we're going to give you a trial to see whether or not you can stay. But in the meantime, we're releasing you into our country. Now, only 2% come back for the trial, okay? And those are not the smartest ones, to be honest with you. The ones that come back are not the smartest ones. The 98% are much smarter than the 2% that come back. It's terrible. But I said to Mexico, listen, you have the strongest immigration. They don't have courts. They don't have catch and release. They don't have chain migration. They don't have visa lottery, a lottery. You pick a lottery, oh, you're going to the United States. Congratulations, the country does this. Do you think they put their best people in those lotteries? What the hell were you people thinking when you approved these deals? They say, in all fairness, it is purely, that's a Chuck Schumer deal. That was when they had enough muscle. They got this stuff passed. It's incredible. Think of it. They put names in. You pick a name. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce so-and-so. I don't want to use names because I'll get in trouble because it's always somebody's going to leak this whole damn speech to the media, to the fake news. So I won't use the name that I'm thinking about. Congratulations. And then you find out he's a stone-cold killer. Served many years in jail. These are the people that give us. What do you think? Do you think they're going to give us their finest? They don't give us. And we take them in. Congratulations. Crazy CNN, they had a reporter. They're walking up. I mean, how bad? I mean, how bad? Now they're saying, we were never against him with respect to collusion. We were just reporting the news. You see that? That's their new theory, you know, that they weren't, in other words, that they were fair. Yeah, they were fair. But they're interviewing this group of people. And what are you coming to the United States for? A woman says, well, I'm coming for my daughter. Okay, that's very, what are you coming? Then they go to this man, a little rough looking. And what are you coming for? Asylum. Oh, why? I murdered someone. Oh, the woman goes like, what? You murdered? Anybody see that? I murdered someone, he said. Right? You saw it. And she's like, oh, man. Okay, back to headquarters, please. You know, because they're trying to say how good everybody is. These are wonderful people. And some of them are wonderful people. Wonderful people.
Okay, I wish we could play all hour and 20 minutes of this. This is amazing. Secure the border. They don't have any judges. Now, if you're out there, and I tell you, when I do this show, okay, I've said to you, why do I get up at 4 a.m. and watch CNN and MSNBC, okay? Yesterday, because I told you what they do is they start in the morning and they put these little clips together, and then by time you get in the car and you head down the road and you're listening to the radio, top of the hour is a 60-second blurb, okay? So yesterday I happened to be somewhere and I had the radio on and it was top of the hour, and I like to listen for top of the hour to see what that clip of the day, okay, that cut of the day is getting spun into. Now CBS, NBC, ABC, they all have contracts with radio stations to do the top of the hour national news clip, all right? And yesterday, the reason, this here, like, I'm going to explain to you where I'm going. Yesterday, at the top of the hour, I'm just going to say CBS News, top of the hour CBS News, President Donald Trump pivots to health care, plans to overturn Obamacare, but many are concerned Republicans have no plan and no direction on health care. Something of that nature. That's the clips you get. Now, this morning, you probably will hear that President Trump wants to get rid of southern border judges, immigration judges on the southern border. That'll be a clip, immigration judges on the southern border, okay? Wants to change our plans, and people do not get due process anymore. All the lists, I know what they do. But no judges. Mexico doesn't have a judge. If they touch the Mexican soil, they pick them up and put them back across there if they want to. Us, we have to, for you young people, look up Perry Mason. You got to hire Perry Mason. And we give them a court date. They touch this, we give them a court date. We spend billions of dollars, okay? We catch them, give them a court date, release them, and we tell them you got to come back in 4 years. And I'm just like him. The 2% that come back in 4 years, they're the dumb ones. Why the hell did you come back? All right? You know, Mexico has no courts. What the hell were you thinking when you approved this deal? He looked at it and said, you know, every day I'm coming up and looking at this stuff and say, what the hell were all you people thinking when you did this? But what is the number one thing in securing the border and what he's talking about there that I have a fear these Republicans can't do? They got to go out and connect with the voters with common sense. If you go out and you do what he does here with common sense, I mean, it's common sense. Like they come in the border and, you know, they come back 4 years later and they get a court date. We have, now listen to this, you, okay, are concerned that in some areas that justice is not being served and people are not getting their court dates. We have backlogs in our local court systems of 6,000 and 7,000 cases, and that's in some rural counties. Okay, let's go to our next clip because I got a lot to do. All right, is this the last one or next to last one? Now wait a minute. So this is the last one. I like this on a couple levels. Play the clip.
Even you people wouldn't do that. And the Civil War, who could forget? I would say the Civil War was bad. And by the way, speaking of Civil War, where is Doug Collins? You're another warrior. Where's Doug Collins? Where the hell is Doug? Man, he's up there fighting. Doug, thank you, Doug. Warrior. Where's Mark Meadows? Another warrior. Where's Mark Meadows? Where the hell is... Oh, don't tell me he's got one of those bad seats. Are you with Jim Jordan? That's the Freedom Caucus. What the hell happened to you guys? They're great guys, they are. Everybody in this room, as far as I'm concerned. Nearly 100 House Democrats are promoting the biggest socialist takeover in U.S. history. That's what's happening. The Green New Deal, it'll cost $100 trillion. Nobody has any idea what. Nobody has any idea.
God knows we don't have time to get into the Green New Deal. Civil War. Speaking of Civil War, I thought, you know me well enough, if you're new to the show, this is the way I am. I like to grab things and catch on to what somebody says. I like to catch on. Did you catch that? You know, it's like when somebody speaks, I love to say, did you catch that? Or I like to listen for it. Speaking of Civil War, Doug Collins. Now, first of all, I wanted to play that for a couple reasons because he opened it up speaking of Civil War. I know, I can't say that enough. That was big to me. But that being said, Doug Collins, Congressman Doug Collins, which happens to be our congressman here where I'm broadcasting in the 9th District of Georgia, okay? Congressman Doug Collins is the Republican ranking chairman, okay? Republican ranking chairman of the Judicial Committee. He is the one that's releasing all these transcripts. Peter Strzok, there's a lot of good stuff coming out that he is releasing. He is taking the lead. Mark Meadows, Jim Jordan, okay? Freedom Caucus. President said, thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug. Congressman Collins. I'm telling you, speaking of Civil War, and I wanted to end with that, and I also want to say thank you, Congressman Doug Collins, because remember, here's what I feel good about. At the beginning of the year, when the Republicans lost the House, okay, and I continue to say this, when Republicans lost the House, and they were getting ready to go to the end of the year, and they were starting to name committee personnel for next year. So January started, and we found out that on the Judicial Committee, because remember, Jerry Nadler's Judicial Committee is where impeachment, articles of impeachment will go through. All right, that's where it starts. So when we found out on the House, okay, Judicial Committee that the ranking Republican member would be Congressman Doug Collins, I asked on this show, is he the guy? Will he be the guy to run defense for the President of the United States? I put a lot of pressure on the congressman. Congressman's been on this show. I asked him that question directly on this show. Was he prepared to run this defense? And I tell you what, you can't get any higher up than thank you from the President of the United States. But speaking of Civil War, all right, speaking of Civil War, folks, I'm going to close with that. I got to leave you with something here because I got other things, box of rocks for brains, Cortez, whatever her name is. But here's what I want to leave you with. You have to watch that speech entirely. If you are out there and you would like to see the President of the United States reelected, if you would like to see the House of Representatives turned back Republican, and B, there's a difference. Remember this. Don't sour on the House. Okay, we've had already enough of Nancy Pelosi. We've had enough, okay? Got to go. Nancy's got to go. Democrats have to go. But remember this, here's the upside. Every time you hear something negative about, oh, remember last time, let me say this. Remember, I've said it. I'm guilty. Remember last time the Republicans had the House. Remember, what will the Republicans say now to gain the House? I'm guilty of that. You're guilty of that. Answer them this way. Why should we give the House back? Because this time it's going to be Donald J. Trump's House of Representatives. It's going to be a real House of Representatives coming out of the ashes of the burnt down. It's in ashes. The phoenix will rise out of the ashes of the burnt down House of Representatives, Republicans, as they rise to win and will burn all the poison off. And this time Donald Trump will have the actual party behind him that he represents. And he has a game plan. And he's ready for 2020. If the spineless Republicans in that room, not all, you know the ones I'm talking about, will come out and say, let's win this thing. I'm your host, BKP. I can go on and on. You have to watch this. It is recommended viewing for for the class of re-electing Republicans for 2020 and taking back the House. Yesterday's speech, NRCC trumps all you got to put in. Take a break. We got to come back and we got to wrap up because I got 3 or 4 things that have to happen on this show before we close.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
We're all about truck discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save up to $14,000 off new Silverados or up to $8,000 off new Chevy Colorados. The new truck inventory is huge, but the discounts are even bigger with thousands in savings guaranteed. So when you think trucks, think Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountain's #1 volume Chevy dealer, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Don't miss out on the March Madness sale at North Georgia Ford. That's right, up to $20,000 off on select F-150, $7,250 off on all the new Ford Focus. New 18 models are clearly red tag marked and drastically reduced. Again, price to sell again at North Georgia Ford. It's the place to be, so get on up there as part of the March Madness sale through the end of March. 0% interest for rebates available on most new inventory at North Georgia Ford.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Here's our phone number, our email address, and all the social media ways you can follow the show. Yesterday was the final day, day 40 for Georgia 2019 legislative session under the Gold Dome. It finished last night, sine die. We will get into later in the week some of the bills that passed, some that did not pass, and I will be setting up my yearly post-legislative interview with Georgia House Speaker David Ralston, and we'll let you know when we're going to be doing that. Also, just to remind you, Melissa Milano and others that are pushing Brian Kemp, is it not laughable that they're pushing our governor, Brian Kemp, and begging him and screaming, do not sign the heartbeat bill? Like Governor Kemp's not going to do that. Now, there's something coming up, and this is near and dear to me, and I enjoy this. It's called the Taste of Blue Ridge. It's coming up there in May. There's all the information. There's something very important we got to let you know on this. You need to act now. It's one of those act now, but you need to seriously because they can only sell 500 tickets, folks. And my understanding, 300's gone. They have 100 volunteers at work. This is big. It's amazing. You're going to enjoy it. It has a silent auction. I mean, not a couple things. I mean, it has an enormous silent auction, okay? We have, they have that. They have, all the restaurants are great, but they have 100 volunteers, then all the restaurant and their people, so they can only sell 500 tickets, and I think 300 are gone. So we just want to let you know, you need to act now if you want to attend the 12th annual Taste of Blue Ridge. Now come back to me. Okay, folks, now I've got a couple things before we leave, and you know, we found out, you're asking out there why it took so long, but I'm going to take a different look here. Number 31, okay, 2 more women accuse Biden of inappropriate touching, okay. Now, if you're out there today and you're wondering why did it take so long for Democrats to catch on to this, what we've known for years, look at the upside that there may be hope. There may be hope one day that the Democrats look at Ted Kennedy as a murderer, okay. Mary Jo Kopechne, was that her name? I don't know. Maybe one day that they look at him as a murderer. There's hope that one day they could look at him and Chris Dodd, the former senator of Connecticut there, Chris Dodd, they could look at them as possibly rapists. There's hope one day they could look at Bill Clinton as a rapist. There's hope one day that some of these other things could surface if they now accept that this is one creepy-ass dude that can't keep his hands off little girls, women, and God knows, I hope nobody else. Let's leave it at that. Now, they want to, okay, security clearances. And again, I don't have the lady's name, and God, this interview, I might play it tomorrow. But let's look at number 8 first of all, okay? Number 8, House Dems approve subpoena for White House security clearance probe, okay? This is ridiculous. Now here's the young lady, number 9, White House whistleblower says she felt humiliated after retaliation from bosses, okay? Now let's get her personnel file. She said she was suspended for 14 days. Number 10, now she does this interview on NBC. And the guy that's doing the interview, I wish I had this up, but we don't have time. Wow, this is the security of America. This is the security. This is not foreign security. This is nothing else but our security. Now, I find it interesting that the Democrats all of a sudden have taken interest and have made our secrets, our classified information, and everything we have, they have put, thank God they finally put the priority up here. So when we actually do put Hillary Clinton in prison for sending, or Uma Abedin in prison for sending classified information to her husband, the Wiener, on his laptop, we'll be able to say, thank God for this woman, and the Democrats opening their eyes. I'm being very facetious right now in the classified information. But yes, there were things. I saw things. They took advantage. She said they took advantage of her physical disabilities or physical challenges. They took advantage of them. They put the files on top of the filing cabinet, knowing I couldn't reach them. Damn it, I bet if you wanted a cookie, you'd get a ladder and get up there to get the cookie jar to get you a damn cookie. Why they put them up there? Yes. They put files where they knew my physical challenges would not be able to reach. Get a ladder, woman. I mean, this is so ridiculous. It is crazy as hell. But it doesn't match up to the backcrap crazy that this... I do not, if you have been with the show for some time, very seldom do you hear me highlight, because I cannot stand to even play this woman's clips or give her any time of day, this Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. But this is one of those times where we have to show you who's in charge. Now, this is the yesterday hearing of the House Intelligence Committee with Elijah Cummings, okay, discussing subpoenas for security clearance breaches from the White House, at least 25. Play her clip.
Here, I think it's important that we refocus on what is at stake here in this investigation, in this matter. We are getting reports from the press and from a wide variety of sources that indicate that, that people are, folks are suggesting that we are conducting foreign relations with folks with security clearances via WhatsApp. I mean, every day that we go on without getting to the bottom of this matter is a day that we are putting hundreds, if not potentially thousands of Americans at risk. I mean, really, what is next? Putting nuclear codes in Instagram DMs? This is ridiculous. We need to get to the bottom of this. And in order to do that, we have to issue subpoenas because people in this administration are not cooperating. And every day that there is an insecure line of communication that could be leaked, that could be hacked, that could be screenshotted without our proper channels is a day that we are putting our national security at risk.
Okay, let me go straight sexist here. Listen up, honey sugar babe. Honey sugar babe, let me tell you something, okay? Where were you when Hillary Clinton had a server with classified information in a bathroom closet or wherever it was? Where were you? Where were you when she had like 9 Blackberries and she was taking a hammer to them? Where were you? Where were you when Hillary Clinton took communication devices in the secure area of the State Department? There's an area that once you go through the double doors, you take nothing. You do not take your phone. You take no digital device whatsoever in this area. Everything from that point on is the top secret, secured. Hillary Clinton's office as Secretary of State was supplied with top of the line computers, communication, phones, but secure. You could not take anything in that area. Where were you, sugar honey babe, when Hillary was rolling down the hall with those Blackberries? I'm sorry. This girl's as dumb as a box of rocks, and we need to let everybody know it every chance we can. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. And get the poor little number 10, okay? Could somebody go get the poor little young lady with the physical characteristics that humiliated her so bad, her boss? Could somebody go get her a stepladder today? Number 1, I want to finish up with this, okay? Sorry to show you something so gruesome so fast. A trial date set for a mother and father charged with killing a newborn. Now listen to this for a reason. Killing a newborn. And this is by Tim Bryant, and it was written today at 4:38 a.m. Tim's a good friend. Thank you for this, Tim. There are now trial dates for Christopher McNabb and Courtney Beale. The Covington couple will be in Newton County Superior Court for jury selection that is scheduled to begin May 6. McNabb and Bell reported their 2-week-old daughter missing in October 2017. She was found dead the next day in the woods not far from the parents' mobile home, killed with a blunt force trauma to the head. Okay, where am I going with this? 2 weeks from birth. Killed by the parents with a blunt force trauma to the head. Governor Ralph Northam of Virginia, the Democrat, is going to give birth to the baby, not unborn, born, going to give birth to the baby, and what? Then keep the baby comfortable and have a discussion with the mother to determine whether they want to go forward with murdering the child. I'm so damn pissed. What will be the grace period? 2 weeks to kill the child? I told you over and over, it's not the unborn anymore that we're challenged with trying to protect. It's the born. Now, these 2 people killed the child newborn 2 weeks with a blunt force item. When will be the determining point? When will be the time that this is murder? When? Let me tell you something. You're bringing these 2 people up on murder charges on for killing a 2-week-old with blunt force trauma, but you're okay with letting a doctor or whatever physician, after the child is born, make a determination to mutilate and kill that child. Find me the damn difference. A dead child is a dead child, hammer or no hammer. I probably should leave there. I have more stuff, but we're going to leave. I want to bring up one more thing. I'm sorry. Let me bring up this one more thing. First of all, give me number, I got to do this because, give me number 40. And the reason I do this is just I want to tell you how friggin' corrupt and pieces of garbage the media. Trump meets yesterday, okay? Trump meets yesterday with NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg, okay, in the White House, in the Oval Office. He meets the NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg, but Donald Trump accidentally said his dad was born in Germany, and that's the headline. Where's the headline on remember when NATO, remember? Trump was trying to collapse NATO. Trump was trying to end NATO. Our foreign allies, oh my God, look at what Trump's done. This guy, the Secretary General of NATO, he loves Donald J. Trump. One of the many, many, many lies the damn media's told you. I better go because I'll do another hour right on the side of this commercial if I don't. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Show them how to get in touch with us really quick there. Josh, there you go. There's our phone number, email address, social media way. Just follow the show. Take us out of here, Josh.